guys, and welcome to the Healeyverse, or welcome back. I'm Katie, and today I made a fang. So lately we've been in the vein of making Hobbit related things, and today is no different. I've said it before, I really want to look at expanding my Hobbit-esque wardrobe, which is a little chilly today, so I don't have much warm Hobbit clothes yet. But in today's video, I am going to be taking two kind of just normal-ish tops and making them more Hobbity. So, with one of the tops, all I'm doing is changing the color because it was this mainly white color that was slightly stained. And my mother-in-law gave it to me, thought it might fit with kind of the vibe I'm going for, and offered to wash out the staining. And I said, I'm gonna stain it harder. So I did that. But with the other top, it was one that I got at a thrift shop for like £2, something like that. Right, so real quick, this is the shirt. Essentially what I'm thinking is taking the neckline down, doing a channel, doing a slight slit at the front to give it a little bit more character, and then threading a cord through to then cinch it together. And I think I can have it either sit over the shoulders or off the shoulders if it's adjustable with that cord, I think. But this is, yeah, it's got the ruffly sleeves that seems to be a Hobbit thing. And then I'm also going to try tea staining it. So wish me luck. One thing I've noticed with a lot of female Hobbit garb is there's sleeve stuff going on. And so the first thing I've really noticed about this shirt was the sleeves and the gorgeous embroidery. Obviously it was done with a machine, it was manufactured, but you know, not everyone can be perfect. I will get to making clothes from scratch. I just need to get patterns and fabric, and that's a lot of work. So essentially, looking at this top, what I wanted to do was change the neckline. I wanted it to come down so that I could then wear a bodice over it and have that kind of like shoulder cut out look. So my first step was to try it on and mark roughly where I wanted it. I then gave a bit extra for the seam. I don't have the footage of me marking it because it was on myself and I wasn't filming that as I did it. So I've got my shirt and I've roughly marked it out where I want to cut it. Only thing is, I need to make sure I get the little down cut that I make in the center actually in the center. So I'm gonna pull out a ruler and make sure that all lines up. And then I hold my breath and cut. So once I marked it, then I just said a quick prayer and cut the fabric before then pinning it, sewing it, and threading this ropey cord thing through. Matt took it off a hat that he modified and I said, keep that, I want it. What are we doing?
What are you doing?
I am pinning the seam and I have to make it quite big because I'm trying to leave a channel that I can feed a cord thing through. So, big seam.
Big seam.
Big seam.
And tings.
But also trying to make it even. Just don't look too closely because it might not be. No!
It looks fine for me.
Exactly. Just don't look at it.
Straight as an arrow.
It's perfect.
Looks great, doesn't it, guys?
It looks perfect if you don't look at it. So I threaded it through to make sure it sat okay. Okay, so I went ahead and threaded this through. And that worked pretty well, but it is so ridiculously white, so I need to fix that. once I was satisfied with that, I then took the cord back out and prepared my tea. So obviously, I'm gonna tea stain. I'm gonna tea stain. But not only am I going to tea stain this top that I've just altered, I have another top that my mother-in-law gave me that kind of... Do you mind? That pretty much works with bodices and everything, I think. But I'm gonna tea stain that right from the jump, so just gonna see how it looks. Here it is. Here we go. Now I probably should have made the tea, taken out the tea bags, and then put the clothes in. Let's be honest, we know I didn't do that. I thought a good way to make sure the tea stain saturated all through the clothing was to just kind of like layer the tea bags in, put around the tops, which I did both at the same time, and then pour the hot water in. So they're not perfect, but is anyone but my husband? So they've got character, but I'm like, that's perfect. That gives them the look that I want. That gives them the, character. What doing? So after tea staining them, I then dumped that out, put them in a mixture of vinegar and water, and let that soak for like 15 minutes, and then rinsed them fully, threw them in the washing machine, let them dry, and ka-chow! Here they are. So I think they've stained. Granted, the light here isn't the best, so, B-roll. Am I right? But yeah, so I think they came out really nice. Fits all right. Granted, this top was a size too small when I got it. I probably could have gone for a bigger size, but it was a thrift store. It's not like they have multiple sizes. So I will, in future, when doing things like this, I will look for either my size or slightly larger. But I really liked the sleeves. I liked the floral, I liked the color, and, it works. The tie feels super rustic. This cord, it's like brown, earthy tones. And then the second top, of course, just kind of simple, plain, but it works. I'm expanding my Hobbit wardrobe. So I'm very happy with them. And I'm hoping that the weather holds, or rather gets warmer, so I can wear them more. Because right now, I don't want to wear t-shirts. Too cold. It was warm, and then it went cold, and I'm sad. But there it is. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with how they came out. This was my first time tea staining clothing, properly at least. We attempted to use some tea to try and dull down one of the Dragon Ball Z tops that I did in a different video, which if you want to check out that video, I made Dragon Ball Z costumes for the kids. But short of that, we hadn't done anything with tea staining. I mean, I tea stained paper, but it's very different. So seeing how the fabric took to the tea was really cool. I enjoyed that. I definitely will do it in the future with aging fabrics, because the harsh white of what the top was compared to what it is now, it's vastly different. Granted, it got a lot lighter in the wash than it initially was after the tea stain, but it's fine. I'm very happy with it regardless. That is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video, so if you did, make sure you go down and hit like, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you get notified whenever we're going to make something cool, because I've still got to waterproof those clothes. Leave a comment if you want to see that next, because I'm not sure what to do next. But yeah, leave a comment. What were your thoughts? Did you like it? Do you have any tips for tea staining, because I'm a newbie. Or let us know what you want to see next, because we're always open to ideas. Please give us ideas. I'm running out of ideas. Kidding, I have some, they're just bigger projects. Anyway, with that, I'll see you in the next video. Who knows what that could be? If you leave a comment, you could decide what it could be. Potentially, maybe. I don't know. Cheers. And I really like the sleeves. Now, one thing I've seen... No. Essentially, what I'm thinking is taking the neckline down